going from the super soft to the really loud. M meaning sort of moderately, or mezzo. And you might actually see 3 Fs for super loud, 4 Ps for super quiet. Crescendo meaning to get louder, decrescendo meaning quieter. And really good to play with this stuff because you'll get lots of points for your musicality and your expression. I call these sort of musical road signs. So if you see DC, that means go back to the beginning. DS means go back to this sign. Yeah, actually, don't even know maybe that's Italian, not sure. And then when you see al fine, that means you play until you see fine, which is going to be the end. If you see al coda, that means you play until you see the coda sign. And once you see the coda sign, you'll jump to the other coda symbol. We'll do a couple practices right here. So I'm playing along and I'm going bop, 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 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going bum, bum, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, stop. So I got to the end here. I saw DC, so I went back to the beginning. And then I played until fine. Okay, on this next one, I'm going to jump to the S and then play to fine. And I'm going to count right. I counted in 4 the last time. Whoops, it was in 2. Still works, though. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 to the symbol. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we got the coda. So once we're going to go back to the beginning, DC, and then once we get to the coda, we're going to jump over here to this coda. It's kind of like a little outro section. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Here's some markings for tempo, going from slower tempos to faster tempos, and then speeding up and slowing down the tempo. And sometimes these might be just abbreviated as like ACCEL or RIT. And then these symbols have different meanings. This would be to hold it for longer than usual, sort of up to the musician's discretion, in the middle of the piece, maybe not super long at the end of the piece, maybe a little bit longer. Accent is to play it a little bit stronger, a little louder. Staccato is they say short. Really, it should be more separated than short, because if you should always play the notes as the value that they're written. You want to give a little bit more separation, and then a little bit more connection with the tenuto here. Yeah, and this is again like really good musicality stuff that you'll get points for on the IB if you're giving really separated versus connecting your notes a little bit more interesting to listen to, a little bit more musical. Okay. And you should just find all these definitions, plop them down here. If you want to try this part for extra credit at the bottom, feel free. The next section is about 16th notes. So again, just dividing everything in 2. An 8th note becomes a 16th note, and there'll be 2 16th notes within one 8th note. And you'll just add another flag on your bar here. Remember, the bars always go down above the middle line and then up below it, with some exceptions, just to make it easy to read, basically. And here's our tree growing ever larger. And you count these with the adding E and ands in between. So 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a... Okay, see if you can figure out which beat would fit into there. So this looks like one full beat right here, 1E and a 2E. There must be an and over here, 3E and 4E. Looks like a space right here. It's kind of nice how you can see the 4 beats, right? Here's one beat. There should be a beat right here. There's another beat. Here's another beat right here. And again, right here, it looks like we have 2 beats sort of grouped together. Maybe 4 8th notes in a row. But they always group those bars so it's really easy to see where the downbeats are. Makes it easier to play. Let's see, 16th rest, same idea. You get 2 little dots instead of 1 little dot for the 8th rest. And again, I just sort of use the rest as like a space holder, right? And then I sort of have a second before I play again. Same rule with dotted. We get half of the value, so if I have an 8th note, half of that value is a 16th note. So a dotted 8th note is actually equal to 3 16th notes. Since 1 8th note is 2 16th notes, add another half of that. That would be 3. And this is when you get into the really fun types of syncopation stuff. So we'll upload videos of these rhythms so you can check your rhythm versus the real one. You could also type these into a lot of music notation programs to hear what they sound like. They sound very computerized. Okay, do these ones to show that you know the note values. And then there's a few more down here that I removed for you. Alright, good luck.